Hey Awesome Doodle fans, Sugar Baby's puppies are 4 weeks old, and I can't remember if I gave you a behind the scenes look at the puppy room. This is the puppy box, of course, also known as a whelping box. Over there in the corner, that's the little puppy cam that you guys watch Sugar's puppies on. And there's Sugar's little bed. There's where she hangs out when she's not in the puppy box. There's Sugar's water bowl, food bowl. This is the light that lights up the puppy box. If I didn't have that light on there, it would not look as good as it does. And this door is usually open. The puppies cannot get out yet. Once they get a little bit older, they'll be able to get out if this door is open. But right now, they can't get out. The only reason I have this closed is because I started feeding the puppies mash. Mash is a mix with dog food and warm water, and then I blend it up, and I kind of make a dog food smoothie out of it. And I give it to the puppies. And I close this because I don't want Sugar to get in there and eat the mash. Sugar likes to jump in and eat the mash. Well, Sugar can still leap over this 2-foot wall, no problem. So now I've had to actually get Sugar out of this room. This is the gate that goes to the kitchen. So you've seen all my videos in the kitchen. So this is the kitchen, and then you come right through here, and then this is the gate that goes to the puppy room. This is Larissa's dance studio. So her dance studio got taken over for 2 months for Sugar Baby's puppies. Okay, let's talk about these puppies. 4 weeks old yesterday. And I just put this puppy bed, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, I just put this puppy bed in the puppy box today, and look how smart these little Aussie Doodles are. They know comfort when they see it. So I just put this in here today, and they're already all piling up in this little comfy bed. Everybody's doing awesome, everybody's gaining weight. Everybody gained about a pound in the last week. So I'm real happy with the progress. Now these puppies are smaller. So, you know, when they're small puppies, we, pay attention to them just a little bit more than the bigger ones, just to make sure that everybody's gaining weight. So let's talk about these little guys. If you can see, their tails are wagging, so they're really getting to the point now where they recognize humans getting into the puppy box, and they recognize that they're going to get attention and affection from humans, and they really like that. They're starting to climb on me a little bit. By this time next week, they'll really be climbing on me. So let's talk about these puppies a little bit. This is Ziggy. Ziggy is the chocolate boy, and he's a little bit darker than Sienna. Probably hard to tell on the camera, but when you have them side by side, you can see that Ziggy is a little bit bigger and a little bit darker than Sienna. And I just love these guys. I do. Hi, Sienna. Hi. We used to call her Chicken Little because she's so little. She was the littlest one. So dang sweet. They all had their pictures taken today. Everybody did great. Nobody was very squirmy. Everybody did well on their pictures. This little guy's name is Twizzle. Still. Maybe we'll get a new name for him. I don't know yet. But look at that face. He's a cute boy. whenever you pick him up, he just, he's very, very trusting, doesn't try to squirm around. He actually makes good eye contact with me. And that's a good sign, especially at 4 weeks old. You can see him looking at me right now. Are you a good boy, Twizzle? Huh? Alright, let's look at Marble. Marble's going to Canada. Hi, Marble. Hi, sweet girl. This is Marble. Look at her coat. She's getting curly. Lots of waves coming in. She's a sweet girl. Yeah. You've probably seen me in the puppy box often. I get in here a few times a day. I spend a significant amount of time in the box every night, usually around 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern time. And I just get in here and I love on all the puppies and I pick them all up and I turn them over on their backs. And I just, really getting them used to humans, used to human touch and petting like this. Dogs don't typically like you to, pick them up and hug them and, constrict them. That's not natural, behavior for a dog. And typically when people get their dogs, they just want to, hug them and snuggle them and everything. So that's one of the things that I do with them is, I snuggle them like this, and I'm real gentle with them. And if they start squirming, I don't try to hold them. I just let them back down if they start squirming, because I want them to know that, they can get away from me if they need to. Here's Brady. Brady is the big boy of the bunch. Hi, Brady. Are you a good boy, Brady? Huh? Are you a good boy? Yeah? You don't like to be on your back very much, do you, Brady? No, you don't. So damn cute. He's a good boy. He is definitely a big, big boy. Look at him compared to Sienna. Aw, come here, Marble. Come here. Did you want to climb on me? Marble's trying to climb on my leg down here. Alright, we got one more. Come on, Oreo cookie. Come on, Oreo cookie. We can't forget about you. There's Oreo. Are you a sweet girl? Huh? You are. I know. Their toenails are starting to get sharp again. I trimmed their toenails a couple of weeks ago, maybe at 3 weeks old, so they don't scratch up mom's belly. And their toenails are starting to grow again, so I'm going to need to trim their toenails again. And then, let's see, they're 4 weeks old, so I'll trim their toenails tomorrow, and then I'll trim their toenails one more time before they go home. So that means that they will have had their toenails trimmed 3 times before you get them. And what that does is that makes them very trusting. So when you go to trim their toenails or the vet, they're not naughty and they'll hopefully hold still for you. Right, Oreo? Right, Twizzle? If you'll notice, I've put this puppy bed in the front of the puppy box. And my goal for that is to get the puppies, kind of migrated to the front of the puppy box to where, this is where they sleep and this is where they hang out most of the time. When I change this blanket in here, I use sanitizer that's safe for puppies, and I clean, about from here up, and then underneath this blanket, I don't clean that last foot or two quite as well. And my reasoning for that is because it leaves it a little bit stinky, and then the dogs kind of naturally will poop and pee there on that side of the puppy box. And what that does is that gets them used to, you know, this is where I sleep, and this is where I play, and this is where I poop and pee. And when you get your puppy, they'll be a little bit easier to potty train, you know, by doing that. Right? Is that right? I know. Hi, Brady. Hi, little guy. They've been eating mash about 3 times a day for the last few days. I usually give mash at 4 weeks, and I started giving them mash at about 3.5 weeks. Just because I wanted to, you know, see if I could put a little bit more weight on them. And so now we're up to mash about 3 times a day. And, you know, sometimes they dig into it, sometimes they don't. It just depends on how hungry they are. But by the time they're, you know, 6 weeks old, they'll be, you know, eating mash almost exclusively. So I like to have them, you know, most of the way weaned by about 6.5 weeks. Right, puppies? Come here, puppy. Come here. Do you wish you were me right now with all these cute puppies? Alright, Awesome Doodle fans. We'll see you guys when these puppies are 5 weeks old in 1 week. Over and out.